Hello and welcome to part 8 of the Botanical Journal process video. And in this video we're going to sew in the signatures, and then I'll explain what I've done already to get prepared for that. So what I've done is I have first prepared my signatures. I have punched the holes in them and put paper clips on them, and they're ready to go in. I have also cut out a template that matches the 2x6 spine. You can see that I've already punched the holes and ready to go. And I've also created the cover that's going to go over the spine to decorate. So I also created these pockets. All I did was I took a double layer of this fabric and sewn around it, and then I've glued it on the page. So that's all completed. And let me go ahead and take this off. I just wanted to show you how I put it on there to punch the holes. And you can make yourself a template. I used my scoreboard and I scored it. Alright, so now I'm going to choose the last signature. We're going to start and work our way from the back to the front. Okay. And you want to make sure that all of your pages are upright, so you don't so they're not sewn in upside down. Let's see. We'll go ahead and start with this one here and start sewing it in. I would usually use my big paper clips and paper clip this to the cover, but I have too many decorations on there, and so that would be difficult. So I'm just, because I already have the holes, it's going to be easy. It's not going to be hard. So I'm going to start in the center and start with my middle hole. And bring that through and leave a tail. I'm going to go ahead and leave enough for a dangle at the bottom. Now I'm going to come through the next hole, the top hole, bring it through the signature. If the holes get closed up a little bit, you just take your awl or your pokey tool and just reopen it back up. And then I'm going to come back through the middle, back through that middle hole. Get it tightened up. This is where you want to tighten it up, make sure it's good. Bring it through the bottom hole, through the signature. And that one's kind of closed up again, so I'm going to poke it back through. And on this part, you want to make sure that you don't have anything in the way. To obstruct you from getting it in. So you can see there, that's tight. go back through the signature. Keep your centerpiece. You can use a piece of washi tape on these as well to hold it. Okay, make sure it's tight. Okay, I'm going to go back through the middle. Sometimes you got to tug on them a little bit to get them to pull through correctly. There we go. Okay, so it's all tight. I'm pulling on my signature and it's tight. It's not moving. So now I want to come back through the top. Make sure I get through there. There we go. Make sure I'm not caught on anything. Okay, now what I do is I'll pull this top string underneath this bottom part. And now it's ready to be tied off. I just put about 2 or 3 knots. Okay. And now I'm going to find out how much I want to dangle. I'm just going to leave it long so that I can tie on little jewels or dangles that we're going to put on. Okay, so this one's done. And now what we're going to do is we're going to take these off. And then I'm just going to clip this together. Just to kind of keep it under control. Okay, now let's go ahead and go for the next one. I've chosen this one as my 3rd signature. And then be mindful when you're sewing it in to make sure that it's lined up evenly. Alright, so let me grab this next thread. I have them rolled up, ready to go. And I'm double it up as well for stability. Here we go. We're going to go through the middle. And get my tail. Now come through the 3rd signature set of holes and through the middle on this one. Make sure this is out of the way. come through the top. Make sure your thread don't get knotted up on you here, because sometimes it happens. Okay, that's tight, and then come back through this top hole in the signature. Okay, my tail got shorter, so I'm going to pull that back out before I start going around. Pull this tight. Alright, that looks good. Alright, so now I'm going to come back through the middle. And back through that same hole. Make sure it's tight. Okay, it looks like it's even. Alright, so I'm going to come through the bottom. Make sure this is out of the way again. Okay, that looks good. Alright, now I'm just bringing it back through here. Alright, and this is where you want to pull and tighten before you go around again. This is where you want to do it, because that means your signature is going to be in there tight and it's not going to move around. Okay, now I'm going to go back through the center. There. Let's see here. It's a little tricky finding that hole. There we go. Got it. Come back through the top. Trying not to get my head in the camera, because sometimes you got to be right over this to get it to go in correctly. There we go. Check the back. Okay, it looks good. Alright, now I'm going to just tie this one off. Something feels loose, so I'm gonna tighten it back up. There we go. Check it. Okay, that's good. So I'm going to go under the bottom and tie it off. Okay, let's trim this one. Alright, so I have 2 more to go, and what I'm going to do is go ahead and do the other 2 off camera. I just wanted to show you how I do it. It's pretty simple. It's not really hard. So this is what we've got so far. We have 2 tails hanging down, and we've got 2 more to go. And then when I come back on the next video, we're going to be finishing up the page decorations. We're going to go ahead and glue this over our signature sewing, and we're going to decorate it. Alright, so thank you so much for watching this video, and we'll be back for part 9 in the next video. Thank you so much, and I'll see you on the next one. Bye.